What's going on, guys? Multiverse Corrupt here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're having a look at my very own custom Batman from the Flash movie by McFarlane Toys. Starting off this video, guys, we are of course taking a look at the McFarlane packaging, and it is of course the iconic black, white, and blue with Ben Affleck's Batman front and center of the open face window, DC Multiverse and Flash logo at the bottom, as well as Batman's name. Flipping over here to the side, guys, we see it says Batman from the Flash. Flipping over here to the back, we see the black and gray design for this suit, the original concept design, and let me tell you, the figure looked nothing like this beforehand. Flipping over to this side, guys, we see DC Multiverse and Batman's name right here on the side, the Flash logo at the top, and then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and rip the Caped Crusader out of his packaging and take a closer look. Under the guise of mass vigilante Batman, billionaire Bruce Wayne has not only stepped out of the shadows to become a reluctant leader of the Justice League, but is also a friend and mentor to teammate Barry Allen. Having experienced loss on personal, local, and global fronts, Bruce is a source of unparalleled knowledge and understanding to the Flash in his superhero journey. So right here, guys, is Ben Affleck's Batman standing straight up and down on the rotating turntable. And for my first hand impressions on the original design of this figure, it was a solid 0 out of 10. Not to toot my own horn, but I have customized this here figure, if you couldn't tell already. They said blue and gray suit from the film. That is not what we got from McFarlane Toys. We got that right there. What the crap is that? He had no eyes. Why make a figure with no eyes? So this here is now my very own custom Batman. So now my first hand impressions on this figure, allow me to be biased, is a 7 out of 10. By all means, I'm not perfect when it comes to paint, but to toot my own horn for just a second, I think I did a pretty damn good job. Toot. Toot. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and get Batman off of the rotating turntable and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to the accessories, guys, from Ben Affleck's Batman, he does of course come with the standard McFarlane base with the DC logo stamped right there on the front. He even also comes with the trading card, and I actually would have loved this suit if the figure looked anything like it beforehand. Solid black with a grayish, silverish looking bat logo. I'm actually considering buying a second one of these just to make it look like this, with a super dark gray or black armor all around it, just to make the straps be a complete matte black and give him a silver bat logo. It just has my brain just stirring up all kind of concoctions that we could do from the worst suit of the DCEU, but it just looks pretty damn good when you actually bring out the accents of the figure itself. Flipping over here to the back, guys, is the read-up if you want to pause the screen and read it right now. Always give you guys that little bit of a second. And for his accessories, guys, he does come with 2 grabby hands, and the detail alone on the gloves look absolutely amazing. Going down here to this right here, guys, he also comes with punchy hands as well. Same detail, same design, and they are painted blue just like the others. And if you would like to get technical, guys, I did pick up the Batflex Bat Cycle, and I'm just going to call it another accessory because this is all this figure comes with. I want to say there's a trading card in the box. The box is actually sitting right over there on my table, and I'm just too lazy right now to get up and go get it. You'll probably see it by the end of the video. If not, I'm sure you won't miss it. Some of you guys don't even care about the trading cards if I'm being honest, but I like them. Gives you something else to hold on to and look at and read. But I do love the look of the Bat Cycle. I thought I was going to hate it a lot more than what I actually first thought about it, but it just looks amazing from all the detail and the paint alone. I even love the scuff marks that they gave it all throughout the Bat Cycle. The wheels spin, the back wheel spins. I will say I'm not a big fan of the dual wheel up here, but it is whatever at the end of the day. I do think they did an amazing job, but I also would have loved it if we could have had these flaps like in the movie pop up, like how we saw in that chase scene. Just give us something a little extra to play around with. But I really do enjoy this Bat Cycle, and I just wanted to throw it on here as an accessory because for a full video of its own, I don't feel like there's much I can do. The wheels don't turn, they just rotate, and that's pretty much it, or spin. That's pretty much all they do. The weapons on the side don't extend out, so I was like, this is just an accessory that they're making us pay $30 for. And I actually picked this up at a Target in Orlando. So if you're in Orlando and looking for this, check your local Targets because it's there. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the accessories. Oh, the accessory's gonna move out of here, and I'll see you guys at the detail. In terms of detail, guys, here we have Ben Affleck's Batman front and center, and I think the detail on this figure is absolutely amazing. The face sculpt looks absolutely amazing. I love the mouthpiece here. I do wish that they gave him the 5 o'clock shadow. I know I could have given him that, but I just kind of left it as is because a clean-shaven Batman is not a bad thing in my opinion. I will say, however, I do not like how the cowl here towards the edges drifts off away from the cape. I tried to glue it down right there. As you can see, you've got a little glue mark there, but it just would not stay down. And it was like that on the other cape as well. Also, if you want a big flowing cape like this, just go to your local Hobby Lobby and pick up whatever color and a yard of it. And that way you have just enough for mess ups and mistakes, and just cut it as is, especially if you're like me and like your Batman in a big flowing cape. It just makes it look 10 times better. Going down here to the chest emblem now, guys, I'm not a big fan of how it separates so much right here in the middle of this giant gap right here in the middle of the bat symbol. I'm not a big fan about it. I'm not too crazy about it, but I'm still a sucker for this fat bat here. Now, I'm not a big fan of this suit. I didn't like it the first time I saw it. It has recently grown on me after my second watch through of the Flash film. The chest plate does look nice. I do like the little hexagon looks that it's got going for it for the straps around here. And just in figure form, this guy looks armored up and ready to do battle. Once again, in the movie, looked stupid, but in figure form, he looks just fine. Going down here to the legs now, guys, we got a little black and silver going on down here that, once again, I added, but it still just kind of makes the black shin guards pop out. I didn't want to put it as blue because I figured it would be just too much blue, because he does have the blue boots right around here on the back side as well. Flipping over here to the back now, guys, moving the long flowing cape out of the way. I like the back plating on the suit. I just feel like it makes him look like he is ready for anything to try to stab him in the back. He is just souped up and ready for battle. Also, I really do enjoy the utility belt on this figure. I don't like how this utility belt on this one, when I took it apart, it's not attached to the crotch piece anymore. They attached it to the abdomen. So I'm not a big fan of that, because if you are messing with it and it goes up too far, it looks like he's wearing high-waisted trousers, and it just makes it look uglier than what it actually is. But if you have it just right, it isn't really a big gripe. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the detail and take a look at Batman's size, articulation, and some size comparison. When it comes to how tall Ben Affleck's Batman stands, guys, he does stand at about, looks like 7 1/4. So McFarlane is sticking to that 7-inch scale. Let's go ahead and take him off of his base here, move him closer to the camera, take a look at some articulation. Going to his head sculpt does look up all the way about that far. He looks down about that far. He is on a ball joint, so he does rotate all the way around, and he does get some beautiful head tilt in there as well. Going over here to his arms now, guys, his arms go out about that far. They do rotate all the way around, and he does have a useful butterfly joint. Bicep swivel, although mine is a little stuck. Oh, there it goes. I got it. It's a little loose today, but he does come with some bicep swivel and double hinged elbows. His hands are interchangeable, so he does have wrist articulation that also hinges up and down as well. Going over here to his ab crunch now, guys. His ab crunch is non-existent like from any other McFarlane toys, but he is a limbo master in his spare time. He does, of course, come with a ab swivel that's not very useful, but it is there. A waist swivel, and then his legs go out about that far. They go back about that far because they get blocked by the rubber buttocks. And he does, of course, come with double hinged knees, as well as ankle articulation that goes down. It goes up, toe articulation, and that beautiful ankle pivot. First up for the size comparison, guys, here we have Batman standing up next to both Flashes from the Flash film. And as you can see, one of the Flashes do stand taller than the other. I'm just going to chalk it up to the boots in the bat suit. Next up, guys, here we have Ben Affleck's Batman standing up next to the villain, the Dark Flash, and it does work beautifully. However, still the ugliest figure I have ever seen in my life. Next up, guys, here we have Michael Keaton's Batman standing next to Ben Affleck's Batman, and I am absolutely pissed off that these two didn't interact once in the film. Hell, I would even took something as corny as the iconic Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner crossover when they met in space in between the multiverse, but we didn't get anything like that, and it really bums me out. However, Michael Keaton's Batman does stand taller compared to Ben Affleck's Batman, and it ain't just because of bat ears. Right here, guys, out of the same wave, we see how tall Batfleck stands compared to his own bat cycle, and he does fit on there just beautifully. It looks amazing. Right here, guys, we have Ben Affleck's Batman standing up next to Michael Keaton's 1989 Batman from NECA Toys, and it really just depends on who you are at this point. If you like this size comparison between the two, run with it. I personally think it works. And last but not least, guys, here we have Ben Affleck's Batman standing up next to Marvel Legends' Invincible Iron Man, and as you can see, like always with Marvel Legends, doesn't work. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my review on the Ben Affleck's Batman, I'm going to have to give him a solid 7 out of 10 post paint job. Before paint job, I'm sorry, McFarlane, but I gotta do it. A 0 out of 10. He just looked absolutely hideous. Now, did I make him a little too blue on this figure? Absolutely. Compared to the film, he is a lot bluer as I got him here right now. But I am a sucker for the iconic blue and gray Batman. Sue me. Sorry, I just think it looks better. Love me some blue and gray Batman. With all that said though, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget the like button and hit subscribe if you are new. We try to post videos at least 2 times a week for you guys to enjoy. Also, I don't want to forget about the Bat Cycle. I'm going to give the Bat Cycle a solid 6 out of 10 just for how beautifully Ben Affleck sits on it, and it really is just an accessory that is $30 for the figure. With all that said though, guys, I'm getting out of here. I will see you in the next video.